Hello, Pilar. Shit. I hope we can get out. There's the cars there. I would like to thank beautiful people, Lean Meme Machine, for this beautiful picture, which encapsulates everything. You know, it's like based on a truly messed up story at the bottom, House of Bullshit. And you have here the minion, the enabler, the narc, the prisoner, the pimp. I love this. I truly love this. Without further ado, let's get into Omid trashing Meghan Markle's red carpet moments. Huh? Shall we? And the very unroyal carpet moments that Meghan Markle has had. I don't know about you, but Siri is looking pretty regal with her little dress. I want to thank one of the viewers who sent me money to buy her a few dresses. I wanted to show them. If there's somebody who looks more regal than Meghan Markle walking any carpet, it would be my baby Siri. What do you guys think? Siri is just perfect. Do you guys remember the outrage? Omid Scobie's outrage? Remember all the articles he published when Harry and Meghan landed on, Tonga when they started the royal tour? Remember that, guys? And that prize sticker was sticking out, which was 500 pounds or something like that. He was outraged that they were walking on Tonga soil, using a red cart instead of using, the soil. Instead of stepping on the soil, they were walking on a red carpet. Do you remember all those articles? I really thought that Omid was going to lose his Twitter account because he attacked Harry and Meghan so much for being such colonialist people, walking on red carpet. Look how upset Harry is. And Meghan specifically is incredibly upset. You can see it in her face how upset she is. Remember, I particularly remember this because she was supposed to be pregnant, but for some reason, have you noticed that Meghan Markle always wear these types of bras that are like strapless, and there's this thickening here? You would think that there is a belt there, but there's actually not a belt. If you look on the sides, there's really no belt there coming out, and it's so weird. It's like she has almost those bustiers that go all the way down to her waist or something to make her look thicker. Because look at that, the dress is all, it's all straight, but she has these things that are like wires around her, and the strapless bra, which is always like that. Never mind Tonga. Do you remember when Harry and Meghan landed on Fiji? When they went to Fiji and they had that nasty red carpet on Fiji soil? My goodness, I remember Omid Scobie wrote columns and columns, inches of trashing Meghan Markle for being such a colonialist instead of being the modern progressive woman that she should be or claim to be. Because of course, she is against all of this. She wants to be linked, not ranked. I remember those articles clearly. Don't you? I mean, see her walking on that red carpet. I mean, look at her looking straight into the camera. And of course, black people behind her, walking behind her, She looked less pregnant there. But always with those strapless kind of bras. But never mind that. The outrage. I remember Omid Scobie and Chris Ship writing a lot about this, criticizing Meghan Markle for this. I mean, people were praising that gentleman for actually bowing to the floor, almost falling over, while Meghan and Harry laughed at him without even a hint of trying to help him up or tell him, no, don't do it, while standing on a red carpet. Never mind an outside soil, inside a house, inside the place. And you see this gentleman kneeling before them. And look at Meghan's face. She's absolutely loving it. I remember how angry Omid Scobie, Tesla, Dunlop, and all the other ones were about this. Because, how dare Meghan Markle and Harry, They didn't even want to walk inside the house. They had to walk on a red carpet. I remember how, I mean, if you guys don't remember these articles, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, what about this one, guys? I remember Omid Scobie and Chris Ship, and, and that Tessa Dunlop being absolutely outraged. I mean, the blood royal is not walking on the red carpet. Meghan Markle is not the blood royal. Look at her face. Again, this we have the same situation with the brother and the thickening of everything there. She's wearing like a bustier that is very thick to make herself look thick. But look at her face. I mean, and I remember thinking, people are, poor Meghan Markle, how she's being trashed just because she's walking on a red carpet, you know, on Fiji soil instead of walking on Fiji soil. I remember that very clearly, and I thought, oh my goodness, this poor woman, because the blood royal doesn't get to walk the red carpet. Who's the one expected to walk on the red carpet, you know? And and I remember thinking, oh my God, poor Meghan Markle, because you would think that she's the royal on tour inspecting the guards, not her husband, who is the Prince of the United Kingdom. Because let's not forget that Harry's married to Meghan, not the other way around. And Meghan is also important that she doesn't allow Prince Harry to walk the red carpet. And you have to understand that for those countries, that has very symbolic thing, because it's usually the male that walks on the red carpet, as we're going to see a little bit later on. But even then, I remember Omid being so angry and writing about this, how disrespectful Meghan was of other people's cultures, other countries' cultures. This woman who claims to have graduated and studied international relations. But what do you guys think? I mean, yes. And do you remember Morocco, where she was repeatedly told 8 or 9 times not to walk on the red carpet, that it was blood royals only, that it was only the male royal, but she couldn't help herself. She was inching her way. She was trying to walk along as close as possible to the carpet. She doesn't seem very happy, yet Omid Scobie praised her for being this brave woman who refused to walk the red carpet because, of course, she's that progressive, Don't you guys remember that? Please tell me you remember all those articles. How Omid and Tessa Dunlop and Chris Ship praised Meghan Markle for refusing to walk the red carpet. It's not that she was told repeatedly and she disobeyed, because she wasn't even supposed to be there. She was supposed to go sit somewhere else and let Harry only be there, inspect the guards and stuff like that. But no, she walked along them, and you can see the gentleman there making sure she doesn't step on the red carpet. And this woman, they're upset about it. But no, I remember Omid very clearly praising them, especially her, for not allowing herself to be colonialized. Oh yes, and of course the red carpet at Windsor, I believe this is, where they presented that fake doll to the world and pretended to call it Archie, their kid, who was delivered in less than 2 hours, with driving back and forth included. Yeah, I mean, they sure love red carpets, don't they? And I remember Omid Scobie actually trashing them again. I was horrified at the backlash they got for, walking on a red carpet to introduce a doll to the world. And they had only one, I think it was one British media, and then it was CBS or whatever crew. I mean, they were called progressive. Yes, I remember that, but I remember also trash. I mean, it was a mix of horror for me to watch how they were trashed for walking a red carpet, because she didn't want to introduce the kid outside of a hospital window. No. She needed to be on the red carpet, I know what you're thinking watching this whole video. Has Paula gone insane? Meghan Markle's biographer, Omid Scobie, slams Buckingham Palace for allowing King Charles and Queen Camilla to walk on red carpets laid over soil in Kenya. I mean, yeah. The reason why you can't remember any articles trashing Harry and Meghan Markle and the South African, Fiji, and all of those places, walking on red carpets, not only outside on the soil, but also inside homes, having people kneel before them, even to the point that they're falling down, is because those articles don't exist. Harry and Meghan Markle were praised like crazy for this progressive. There was not one word of criticism. They were praised for being these kind of progressive people who were transforming the monarchy. I mean, yeah. So that's why you're not gonna find one article of Omid criticizing Harry and Meghan Markle and those horrible, horrible, abusive, bullying, unroyal, undignified tours that they did, to the point that she left Fiji's market where the people actually put a lot of love and care. Even the bodyguard quit. You can see the aide crying. I mean, it is just a nightmare. So you're not gonna find those articles, guys. I just wanted to see if you were paying attention. There are no articles. But this is the gravel that these kind of people, and they, if you try to censor them, are free speech. But if we try to speak out and ridicule, mock, I had to do like a mocking video because I'm afraid they're gonna censor the hell out of me. So yeah. So here we are. Omid Scobie, the only fault that he could find in that whole tour was that Camilla doesn't dance. And you know why I particularly dislike Omid Scobie? Because he's making me defend Charles and Camilla, especially Camilla. He's making me defend them. And I hate that. I really do despise him for this. Because, I mean, he had only praise for Harry and Meghan Markle and Tessa Dunlop and Chris Ship. And they call themselves journalists. And they put out this drivel, this crap. And the worst part of it all is that you're not going to find any criticism whatsoever of anything ongoing with Omid and Meghan Markle and any of those royal tours, because there's nothing. They don't do, apparently, according to Omid Scobie and Chris Ship, and they don't do anything wrong. It's okay for people to bow to Meghan Markle. It's okay for Meghan Markle to walk on carpets outside and inside. It is something that is unbelievable. And the fact that Omid Scobie doesn't get that it's part of the culture is because he's just as a moron as much as Meghan Markle. Because they have to respect other people's cultures. It's like when you come to New Zealand, you kiss with the nose. Is that going to say that they are invading Meghan Markle's space? How dare they? Or, the Maori, when you do the Maori greeting, or, in other cultures where they greet you with a dance, or that's called cultural differences, which have to be respected. But in Meghan Markle's and Omid Scobie's world, those cultural differences do not matter because only they matter in how they feel. So it's incredibly ignorant that Omid Scobie doesn't understand that you have to observe other people's cultures, respect them. That's a very big word that they lack. They have to respect other people's cultures. They are your host country. They are inviting you. But it's incredible how they don't criticize Meghan Markle and Harry for doing exactly the same thing when they were on royal tours. Only Camilla and Charles. I mean, it is insane, isn't it? But that's the way the cookie crumbles. As usually, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Make sure you still subscribe. But what do you think of those unroyal, undignified, red carpet moments of Meghan Markle? I mean, do you think she should have been criticized as well by Omid Scobie, Tessa Dunlop, and Chris Ship? Or do you think they were right to praise her? And do you think they're right to criticize Charles and Camilla? Please let me know.